Hi guys. How are we doing? Good? Good. I'm glad. If you can't tell, I'm in my new room. I'm in my new house. I know, so much has happened, so much. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to begin. Truly, I don't, because so much has transpired over the past month. I haven't posted in a month. I know. I've filmed so many videos. Let me tell you guys. Let me just, pop a squat right here, so I can explain what's been going on. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed. I could fall, but yeah. This is gonna be real raw. These are the pajamas I slept in. It is currently 1:51. It's 1:51 in the afternoon. I'm still in pajamas. I'm just gonna be at home today. I may walk Scout later, but no big plans. Do I ever have big plans? No, I stay home most days. The only time I leave the house to walk Scout and to go to the gym. I don't do much else. So I have food, I have Wi-Fi at home. I really don't need to leave the house. So yeah, and leaving the house is expensive, especially now when I'm responsible for water, power, gas, rent, internet, and so many other things that, going outside of the house to spend money, not as appealing anymore. Let me tell you, once you go out on your own, completely different ball game. So yeah, most days I stay home and I'm just here. But let me catch you guys up because it's been a minute, it's been a while. I did film other videos. Let me tell you, I had every intention of bringing you guys along through this whole journey of me getting this place, or even a place, because I didn't know when I was moving out here that I was gonna get this place. I thought I was gonna live in an apartment. I'm living in a house. God works in crazy, wonderful, mysterious ways. I don't even know how I got this house. I feel, and I still feel, very unqualified to live here, but truly that is just the blessing of God. So here I am living in a house. But yeah, so we've been here, well, I've been here since last Monday. So about a week now, because today is Monday. But yeah, let me just start from the beginning just to catch you guys up. So the last video you guys saw, I believe I filmed, truly, I don't know what I filmed. Also, I have part of a mask on my face because I did spot treatments on a couple pimples. Anyway, is this crooked? I can't tell. I don't think it's crooked. I think that's fine. Anyway, okay, let's just start from a month ago. So a month ago, I stopped working. As you guys know, my husband's in the military and he's stationed in Virginia. So currently that's where I'm at because this is where we live currently. So it is quite an adjustment. But a month ago, I started the process of moving and looking for places and finding places because, currently my husband is on deployment and he is, he'll be back in a couple weeks, so no worries, but he's been on deployment for the past few months and, he'll be back soon. So my job was to find a place for us to live because, basically our whole marriage, she has been on deployment, and just the months leading up to him deploying, I would say we were married for like 2 months before he deployed. And so I didn't want to live on my own during the whole duration of his deployment. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay at home and live there while you're on your deployment. And when you come home, or a month before you come home, I will, find a place for us to live and have it ready for us to, inhabit. So we have our place and we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be good to go. Also, that saves us a lot of money just with like renting, and over those past few months past 9 months that he's been on deployment, we didn't have to spend like rent money and all that and have to worry about big bills like that. Now we do. Love it. But it's fine. It's, you know, it's paid for. It's good. Anyway, so yeah, so that started on July 1st, me like looking for places and then, you know, booking appointments to go look at places and doing that whole thing. And I believe that I took you guys and I vlogged that whole process of, you know, finding places, booking appointments. And I did vlog like me and my father coming here because he came with me to look for places and stuff like that. And which, let me bring you guys closer. Ooh. Yeah, my dad came with me here to Virginia to come look for places for me and my husband to live, and I vlogged all of that. But here's the thing, I got stressed. I got so stressed during this whole process. It was very stressful. I learned a lot. Am I in focus? Okay. I learned a lot and it was very educational. It was very, you know, life lessons and like doing that whole thing, which I very much appreciate. But that kind of hindered me editing. That kind of hindered me, you know, doing so many things that I wanted to do. And I was on like that momentum kick of, you know, getting vlogs done and filming stuff and editing it and posting it, and I kind of lost that momentum in the midst of looking for places because I was just so overwhelmed with the task of finding a place. And in the midst of being down here and looking at places and like applying to places, like I didn't know how to bring you guys along with that when I didn't even know what was gonna transpire from everything, when I didn't even know what was gonna happen, and leaving you guys on cliffhangers and just rewatching everything. Like I didn't want to relive all of that over again because it was just so stressful to me. Like there were parts of my trip here with my dad that I truly and wholeheartedly cherished and really enjoyed, like going to coffee shops, going to restaurants. Like I have a few restaurants down here that I really like going to, and one coffee shop that I love going to, and I got a bunch of like cool clips, and maybe I'll include them here because I don't know if I'm gonna ever, you know, edit all of those, because even though it was like a fun vlogging trip, like just going through that was not the most enjoyable thing in the world, because there was just a lot of like, I didn't know what was gonna happen and what was gonna transpire, and like just the application processes of things, and it was just a lot. And that kind of like flowed over to when I came back from that trip of looking at places, and that's when I found this place to apply for, and I applied for it. And just the whole application process for getting a house, I don't know if it's the same for renting an apartment, but it's a lot, and I'm assuming it's the same as renting an apartment. Maybe it's less, maybe it's more, I don't know. But just this whole process, like the Lord was truly with me through it all, and I'm very grateful for that. But like there were so many points where I was about to have like mental breakdowns because it was just like a lot. Did the Lord bring me through all that? Yes, and I'm very grateful for that. But like truly it was very overwhelming. And like another thing was like I kind of had, well, I did do it all by myself. Yeah, I had to do it all by myself because like my husband's working, he's on deployment right now, so he can't really help me through that whole situation and through getting the house, because number one, he has barely any internet. We can only talk on the phone really, and email and stuff like that. So, you know, him helping me with this whole process wasn't really realistic. I mean, obviously there was some things that he had to sign and he had to, you know, get over to me for us to even get this house, which he did. But, you know, the whole process of like getting your getting your deposit, I had to figure out how to do all that. And I am just so thankful to God for my leasing agent that I worked with. She was literally the sweetest woman in the world. Her name was Tiffany. you know, she was an angel, and I really needed her during this whole process because she was so sweet, so helpful, just so caring. And like, even with all of the stupid questions that I thought were stupid, she was like, no, don't worry about it, it's not stupid, you know, I'm here to help you. And she made the whole process just that much better, and I'm just super grateful that I was able to go through that process with her, because obviously I didn't have my husband to help me through all that, and it's not his fault at all. Like, literally, it's just a circumstance that we're in. There's gonna be, you know, many circumstances where we're not gonna be there like physically for each other, even though we would want to be. You know, I would love for him to be present like right now, but you know, it is what it is. He's gonna be here soon, so that's all that matters. But like, during that whole process, it was just really tough mentally, because like, when you have a spouse, when you have your husband, when you have your wife, like, you want them to be with you during like hard patches like that, and to help you, and to like be there for you, like just emotionally to support you. And it's just like, I didn't have him. And you know, I can laugh about it now and just be like, you know, it's okay. Like, God was with me during it, and that really taught me my dependence on the Lord during situations like that, and really grew my dependence on him. But yeah, so I mean, that was a tough time. That month was really tough. And then like, once all that like transpired, once all that came to pass, and we finally got this place, it was like, okay, this is go time. Like, I have to pack all my life up in California and drive across country. And the kicker was that I had to move in by July 19th. And at that point, when I found out that we got the house, that we got this place, and I had to move in by July 19th, I found out on July 13th that we had to move in by July 19th, or else I would have to pay another month's rent plus a prorate to move in later in the month, which I was not gonna do because I wanted to save money. So I was like, whatever I have to do, I will do it, so I don't have to pay that extra whatever X amount of money, because it was a grip of money. And we already spent so much getting this place. I was like, you know what? So we're just gonna make it happen. Whatever I have to do to get here, I will get here. And there was just so many other things that I had to do before I could move in, which was turn on my electricity, turn on my gas, turn on my water. Everything was already turned on. I just had to switch it over into my name, which again, I've never done before, because I have lived with my parents for the last 23 years of my life. I've never lived on my own. So all of that was very foreign. It was very new. I also had to get renter's insurance. Truly, all of those things seem more daunting than they actually are, which I learned by doing it, obviously. But yeah, just figuring everything out, and again, my leasing agent was an angel. She gave me all the companies that service my area where my house is, so I knew which energy company to call, which gas company to call, which water company to call. And let me say, I just have one gripe about moving in, and I'm truly so thankful, so blessed. This was just, you know, very inconvenient, but like, dealing with my water company, I won't say who it is. I won't, you know, we won't do that. But dealing with my water company, truly, they were very helpful, and very sweet. They were not rude to me at all. It's nothing like that. It was just inefficiency. And that's the one thing that irritates me most beyond anything, is like when you're inefficient, or you're, you know, and the lack of communication. So when I had to move in by July 19th, I booked a flight from LA to here in Virginia to get everything situated, everything turned on, everything ready to go. I was able to turn on my energy and my gas over the phone. So by July 19th, they would be turned over in my name. So that was easy, that was pain-free, that was, you know, good to go. I called the water company. There was no way to get that situated over the phone. I would have to be here in person to turn that on. So, and there was a whole application process that went along with it. So that was fun, that was cool, that was quirky. So I had to fly back out here, which if you don't know, it's not cheap to fly to the East Coast. From one coast to another, not cheap at all, not at all. So the way that I did it, that it was, you know, like a touch less expensive, maybe $100 less expensive, is just book 2 separate one-way flights, and you can find deals that way. But anyway, I also had to book a hotel. I also had to book a car to drive because I can't take Ubers everywhere, because unfortunately here on the East Coast, or just in the South in general, you need a car to get around unless you're in like New York or something. But like generally in like, you know, the more southern states like Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, those kind of states, you need a car to get around. Like it's not an option, it's not even a question unless you're in like a very populated city. But like at least in Virginia, you need a car to get around. So that was not even like a question. So the thing about getting a car at my age is that I'm underage. So the age to get a car where you don't get charged up the wazoo for all these stupid fees and stuff is if you're 25, you can rent, whatever. I'm underage, I'm 23. I get charged all these underage fees and stuff like that. So I chose not to get a rental car. So I got a U-Haul. And I saw this on TikTok, like if you're traveling, if you're underage and traveling and you need to rent a car, get a U-Haul truck. It saves you so much money. It's a fraction of the price. Like instead of spending, truly it would be upwards of $500 for me to rent a car for the amount of days that I was going to be here. It only costed me under $200 to rent a U-Haul truck for the amount of days that I was here. So honestly, that's the way to go. That's the way to do it, because yeah, that's how it should be, honestly. But I get it with insurance and all that, like they need to charge more for underage drivers, but it's just really annoying. But anyway, that was my little spiel. But yeah, I needed to come back down here and turn on my water, or else I wouldn't be able to move in. I would have to pay that extra, you know, X amount of money. So I get down here, get everything situated, and I'm on my way to the water department. I have all my stuff filled out and ready to submit my application. And turns out their offices were closed for the week for maintenance, and they didn't post it on their website. Of course, when I go and check that day, it's updated, but the week before when I checked everything and everything was good and everything, nothing had said like they're going to be closed. Nothing of that, you know, nature was said. But when I checked that day, of course, you know, their offices are closed. Let me switch the camera around. Offices are closed. 10 out of 10, love that, great. The only way for me to get my water turned on at this point is to just drop off all my paperwork in their, you know, drop box outside of their office, and they'll pick it up at 8 o'clock. At this point, it was the day before I had to move in. So I was scrambling, I was freaking out. It was just such a stressful day because it was just so much. It was like, why the heck is all of this happening? Why is nothing working out? Why is, you know, why? Like, why? Like, I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry because it was just like, and my leasing agent wasn't answering the phone. She had told me before, like, she wasn't gonna be there in the office on that day. So like one of her other, you know, colleagues would be able to help me. She wasn't answering her phone or her emails. And then I was, you know, given another colleague's information. They were not responding. No one was responding. And it was just like no one was there to help me. And I'm just in Virginia by myself, like trying to figure out all these things and trying to get everything situated, trying to make sure I move in the next day, because I need to move in, because I don't want to pay all that extra fee, all those extra fees to not move in. And I'm already here, like I'm gonna move in. So it was just all that to say, it was very stressful. It was a lot. And just to wrap it all up, I mean, if y'all want like a more complete story time of everything, I will tell more complete, but like just all of that to say that just the last month was very stressful, and I'm glad that it's over and it's done with and we're on the other side now. But yeah, so that's why I haven't filmed anything. I do have just a lot of stuff already pre-filmed that I did film during that time, but I just never got to editing because it was just getting like weeks were passing. It was just like, why would I post this? It's been like 3 weeks at this point. Like, it doesn't make any sense to post anymore. And at this point, that footage is a month old. So like, do you guys even want to see that? Like, in my head, I'm like, they don't even want to see that. Like, it's irrelevant now. Like, that happened like a month ago. Like, why would I post that? But yeah, so we're here now. I'm in my house. Truly, I really do love my house. Like, I love my room. You see how much light is in this room? Like, it's so bright and it's so just like a breath of fresh air. I love this space so much. Like, I'm so grateful to God for this space, this area, this house. It's beautiful. The yard that Scout has to run around in, and you know, I'm just so grateful, so thankful just for everything. And thank you to you guys that have just been, you know, watching my videos, supporting me. You know, I know I haven't been super consistent, but you know, I'm trying. I'm gonna be more consistent now because literally I have nothing else to do but make videos. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video just to, you know, update you guys on everything so you guys know what's going on and, you know, what's going on in my life, because I want to just share my life with you guys and, you know, share my updates, my highs and my lows and everything in between. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys are having a great day and wherever y'all are at in life. But yeah, if you guys want to see all that other footage from, you know, a month ago when I was looking for places, just let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see that, and I'll edit it and post it. If not, we'll just continue with videos from here, just of my day-to-day life and what I do. Honestly, I don't do much. If I do leave the house, it's a miracle. Because I really like my house. I just like staying home, so I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update, this little spiel. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the things down below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.